Jai Sriman Narayan. Jai Sriman Narayan. Jai Sriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here, physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. A very special welcome to the devotees of Lord Sri Ramanuj. They all have a Ramanuj surname, and the uniqueness is that both myself and our great Mr Singh, we also have the same material surname. Singh is king. Okay, so we are the Sri Narayan Dham with all our spiritual potency present here, and you know that this ashram belongs to Mother Lakshmi and her consort, Lord Sriman Narayan, and Lord Sri Ramanuj. We welcome you, bhai, with your members from Newcastle. You must feel it. You must feel it, okay? Must feel the grace of the Lord tonight. It was a long journey. It's not easy to hop over from Newcastle to Durban. We have many devotees who cannot hop over from Durban to Durban, who are not here today. Alright, including my own children. So we take cognizance of the effort that you have put in to come and sit here today. But in your lifetime, it's just a small thing. You've been doing this your entire life. And I want to express the gratitude that the Sri Narayan Dham has for the amount of work that you have done in Newcastle. Newcastle is our home. Lord Narayan, Mother Lakshmi, Sri Ramanuj, and I think we are getting a daughter-in-law from Newcastle as well. Okay? So everything is working well. But, Avikar, this time I'm coming from the girl side. This time I'm attending the wedding from the girl side. And I already have my family in Newcastle. So maybe I'm going to come 1 or 2 days earlier and spend time with my Newcastle family and then attend the wedding all at one go. And I hope you close the road again for me, Bhaiya, so that we just drive through. Okay? So, our heartiest welcome. And at this point, I just want to mention that in my entire life, I never saw such a great welcome. And I'm not even talking about being a guru. I'm saying from human to human. Yes, Shanti?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you all know now, Shanti will never lie. Dana, Nilendri, we were spoilt We were spoilt. I wish I was a guru in that ashram. I wish I was a guru in that ashram. Everything will be found. Okay? So, there comes a time, Avikar and Dad, that God recognizes through gurus and through people and endorse what you have done and what you are still doing. This is our problem in South Africa. Wrong people driving the concept of Sanatan Dharma. This is our problem. There are many that want to be in Sanatan Dharma only if they are part and parcel of the super executive committees. Mr Singh has spent his entire life, his dad has spent so many years, and nothing is about position. Look at his humility, you can feel his humility. There is no difference in spirituality and humility. It goes hand in glove. Where's your other son?
He didn't come.
There was no place.
No,
he didn't.
He got hurt.
Okay. And then
At the temple.
Then look at Avikar. Again, the definition of humility. I didn't want to say this in Newcastle. They would have said you bought this guru to come and say this good words about you. So I said one day I will have an opportunity, and today is the opportunity. And not just Mr Singh and his family, all his people are absolutely great. And COVID is about to give us an opportunity to continue our relationship physically. And whilst on this topic, I want to greet Rajendra Jagannath. I saw him watching live, okay? And Gopal. Gopal will eventually watch this discourse. So these are two names I remember, but there's a whole community in Newcastle. But this would have not been possible had I not become a disciple, firstly, of my Guru, Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj, and secondly, of my Adi Guru, Lord Sri Ramanuj. And like I stated yesterday, and I'm going to repeat, instructions from my Guru, simple, create a divine society. Instruction from Lord Sri Ramanuj, create a society wherein there is equality for all. Both these instructions means the community as a whole, from both my Adi Guru and my Siksha Guru. When these instructions were given to me, it seemed like a momentous, impossible task. But 8 or 9 years later, we in the forefront of the mission that was given, because I did not look at it as insurmountable. With the Lord, everything is possible. I think, Avikar, the last time you were here, this abode, this building was a dilapidated building. We just had 2 Gomatas. You remember? And now you're sitting in a semi-beautiful building. Okay? And it all happened through the grace of the Lord. These great gurus took the birth to influence both Sanatan Dharma and humanity as a whole. And based on that, I found Avikar. I asked Vishwadhar to. Those of you who do not know, Vishwadhar is a great fisherman. Vishwadhar is a great fisherman. Alright? But in his own personal life, he fished a few sharks. I think now he has a beautiful mermaid next to him. I don't know how he managed to fish the mermaid all the way from Newcastle. Alright? So he had a few sharks and whales, I think. I just hope he stopped fishing in that direction now and pack his rod. But whenever I find somebody, I give him the hook, line, sinker and bait. And we cast a throw from Joburg to Newcastle. Avikar, you remember the first call? You remember when Vishwadhar called you? He was quite surprised. He's a good fisherman, he reeled you in quite far. Okay, so his job in this ashram is to tell people the truth about us and connect us to those people. And I think he does a good job, Avikar. You agree with me? Alright. And on this note, on this light, good note, Vishwadhar hardly gets light, good notes from his guru. Alright. On this light, good note, I want to wish him a happy birthday. And I learned to be frugal from Vishwadhar himself. And Avikar, if you've been listening to my discourses, you'll know he's the only Indian Jew in the world. Alright, so I learned from him to be frugal. So I didn't want to waste a happy birthday first when I met him, so I didn't greet him. I became a miser. I became a Jew in greeting him. But his mind was oscillating. My guru didn't greet me. Why my guru didn't greet me? Did he really forget? Or is something happening? Or is something going to happen because he's a senior analyst in his company? He's always thinking before the cart. Before the cart. Alright? So that was my birthday present to him. Not to greet him and keep him in suspense. And also not to waste words. Alright? I wanted to be a Jew like him today, just for his birthday greeting. Vishwadhar has singularly, at inception, handled all the admin of this institution. If you look at us from the outside, Avikar, it looks like this is a very, very huge organization with a huge administration block, with a huge media block. It's Vishwadhar himself who started the admin and then he distributed it. We have Hemita in the front. She handles all the media herself. TikTok videos, whatever you see, designed, handled by her. I just wanted to bring this in so she doesn't get upset I'm loading compliments on Vishwadhar. And I'm only loading compliments on Vishwadhar because Elena said, please say positive things about my Vishwadhar, just for today. I'm joking, it's from the heart, Vishwadhar. A very happy birthday to you, not only from me, but from everyone present here today, and from all the deities, and from Lord Narayan, and from everyone know you, from your family, friends, everyone. Your birth has made a difference to the world. You have met a whole lot of people in your life you wouldn't have met, and that difference has a quantum. Today we might not put our finger on it, but later, when you are nearing retiring, you'll sit and contemplate with your wife and children. Right? I also want to welcome our devotees from Verulam. I think COVID kept them back. My little girl in the front, take out your mask, let me see your face again after all this time. Okay, you can't duck the Guru. Mask is too small. I hope you all can continue coming once a month. I really appreciated when you all were with us. Okay, and all this consciousness comes from the senior Mr Singh. All right. I hope my catering, no rush to Newcastle. We want to reciprocate that love that you all gave us, and no rush to Newcastle. All right. This is how a society should live. This overflowing of love from one human to another. This is fundamentally the reason to get involved in spirituality, is to bring humans together and have this genuine love. And if you have these qualities and attributes, then only can you run religious and spiritual organizations. If you run spiritual and religious organizations to put your name up there, then that place will function demonically, because these are qualities of a demon. These are demonic qualities. So there are many temples in South Africa, Vishwadhar, that are run by demons, masquerading as religious and spiritual leaders. If you do not have humanity, don't run a religious or spiritual institution, for if you do, you will be empowered, but you will be empowered by the demonic forces. You'll become commercial. You'll become commercial. You will prostitute religion. You will prostitute religion for a financial benefit or for a name in society. For a name in society. So, I have been very, very upfront, open and honest from the day I started satsang number 1. Satsang number 1. That it is up to us to remove the demon from society. There's various ways and there's various methods to remove demonic leaders. And the Sri Narayan Dham, it's our core function. If you want to clean up mud from a bucket, Avikar, you have to use a sieve and make sure that only water lands on the other side. You cannot practice Sanatan Dharma in the mud. You cannot practice Sanatan Dharma in the mud. You have to be forthright and you have to tell people as it is. And you will always have a small following, but you'll be consistent with the Lord. Don't change the Lord's instruction to have a large following. To have a large following. Remain, and this message is for my son, Navikar. He is going to spend his entire life. You heard, he now put my Muhammad Rafi in the back seat. You saw my Muhammad Rafi? That sits there. You saw him in the videos. Yeah, see, you whacked him. He's not here today. And you can watch this video, alright? Go and watch this video. When Avikar's tone went extremely high, who was sitting behind him? Jessica. And she was full of smiles because that's the tone she speaks to her husband. And she felt comfortable in that tone, high tone of Avikar. She just remembered, hey, this is how I speak to Satish. We enjoyed your bhajan, Avikar. I didn't know you were so potent. I'm going to ask my people to start rehearsing here before coming to Newcastle. Okay, we really enjoyed it. You added to the essence of spirituality, and I'm sure you invoked every deity that is present in the ashram today. And I'm having this friendly banter. I'm not going into depth because we have embraced our love for each other, from the Sri Narayan Dham to our temple in Newcastle. Remember, this trip was not just a simple trip, sit and come. There were sacrifices to come and be with the Guru today. And this is love. In love you have to sacrifice. You can't buy this friendship. This friendship that the Guru is discussing has no financial quantum. You can't buy it. You have to experience it. And this experience comes from consciousness, not the material body. And our daughter-in-law is very, very happy. She is absolutely at home today. She is absolutely at home. On this note, I'm going to ask the speaker to take the mic from the Guru and express himself in whichever way he wishes to.
I don't face my back.
No, you can't.
Vigneshwaraya Varadhaya Surupriyaya Lambhodaraya Sakalaya Jagatyaya Naginanaye Surya Yagu Vibhushitaya Gauri Sutaya Gananantva Namo Vastude Gananantva Namo Vastude Jai Sri Narayanaye Namo Vastude Jai Sri Narayane Namo Vastude Jai Sri Narayan Namo Vastude Mahalakshmi Mataye Namo Vastude Mahalakshmi Mataye Namo Vastude Mahalakshmi Mataye Namo Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Om. My humble prostrations to my Guru, my lineage, to my Ishtadevatar. My humble prostrations to Lord Vishnu, Narayan. My humble prostrations to his consort seated here in this ashram, Mahalakshmi Mata. My humble prostrations to all the deities present in this ashram today. My humble prostrations to all those that are not even here in this ashram. May my prostrations go unto them. My humble prostrations to Sadgurudev and the lineage of the Ramanuj lineage. May the ashram, may the name of Narayan grow from strength to strength. Firstly, my humble prostrations to our Guruji, Ramanuj, and the most important is the invitation to this function. We greatly appreciate the invitation from the Sachidanand Temple Society of Newcastle. Thanks very, very much for the invitation, Guruji. I must apologize today for coming late. We always make sure sometimes we are on time, because when you set a date and time to God, never break that vow. In Satnarayan Katha, it is mentioned. So this vow today we have broken. I humbly ask Sri Narayan to forgive us for this unforeseen circumstances that we were put in today, because he gave us two missions to make this fulfillment. As you know, killing two birds with one stone. And that was our trial and tribulation of today. We're killing two birds with one stone. And one got in time and the other had to be delayed. So it fell a little later. Thanks very, very much for accepting our late arrival. To all what Guruji said, I am so humbled that we did not do anything special in Newcastle. There was nothing special. It was according to scripture. What we did is to honor the Guru and honor any person that comes to our door. It is nothing special to anybody or to any individual. and that it should be to every human being, as Guruji said, to build a divine society, we should be humble. And that is what we did. Is humbly welcomed the Narayan Dham to the Sachidanand Mandir in Newcastle. It was a great outcome, it was a great event that had placed our temple in great heights. And this is one of the great things that happened, not because of Guruji and not because of myself, but because of the Almighty. It is only the Almighty. I am amazed that this Dham is now a miracle to my eyes. When we came here first in 2019, if I can remember clearly, it was 2019 before I left for India, that I made this trip to the Narayan Dham here. And what, as Guruji said, what we saw here was not what we see today. In this short space of time, in the short space of time that the work that has been done here is amazing. It is great. And I know it is not the thousands of people that put their hands together to make this happen. It is a few hard workers that made this happen. And I must comment and stress this comment of maintaining this Sanatana Dharma that we have. This greatness that we have. It's not the place, it's not the people, but it is the name of the Lord and the place where it is taken. Today, we have a beautiful environment, a beautiful place to call the Lord to take his seat. But unfortunately, because we do not know our scriptures, because the Hindus are totally ignorant of the scripture. The Christian holds his Bible and goes to church. The Muslim will learn his Quran from back to front. The Hindu will have his Bhagavad Gita in the shelf. He'll have his Ramayana in the shelf. He'll have Garu Puran in the shelf. He'll have all the scriptures in the shelf. And he'll say, I'm a Hindu. What kind of a Hindu are you? Where did you come from? Unfortunately, South African Hindus are graded just as good as animals. Born, eat, live, multiply and die. That is what we are here for. Is that the reason that we are born on this earth? To come, to live, to enjoy what we can see, what we can feel, what we can't feel, what we can't see. We do not know and we don't want to know. That's the irony of our South African Hindus. It's not here in Durban. It is throughout South Africa. And it is so heart-breaking that our forefathers came to South Africa and the first thing they built was a mandir. The first thing they built, the first thing they thought of was a mandir. They had no knowledge of scripture. They had no knowledge of God. But they practiced religion in some way or the other called tradition. Today, we lost that tradition. We don't know what is the tradition. We don't want to practice the tradition. And we don't want to learn. And today, learning has become so much more easier. Learning is at our footstep. We play with the phone for what? Facebook, looking at other people's stories? Why don't we Google Sanatana Dharma? As Guruji has mentioned today, it's a few people that is here. There's a few people that is making these things happen. In the Vedic scriptures, in the Ramayana, in Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned the forms of devotion. If I ask any Hindu the 9 forms of devotion, and no one will be able to tell me. But in Ramayana it's there. Our great Pandits sing the Ramayana beautifully. I'm not condemning them. They are very good. They sing the Ramayana very beautifully. They express the Ramayana very beautifully. They know the Bhagavad Gita. They know the Guru Puran. But what they know to practice it, what they know how to preach it, that's the difference. What Guruji is trying to say was the very same thing, is what they know to preach it. What I told you of Satnarayan Katha. How many of us are performing Satnarayan Katha for years? But do we know what a vow is? Do we know what this tongue is? No. Unfortunately not. We break rules and regulations daily in our life. We are causing karma in our life daily, every minute of our life. We are causing bad karma. Every minute of our life. Why? We don't know scripture. Because of laziness. Technology has brought us to what? To become lazy people. And that is what we are. Today, children don't play outside. There's no children that play outside. There's no children that got good muscles, that got good strength, that got a good lung. Why? They're sitting with a cell phone, TV games, things like that. Today, in their ashram, how many youth you'll get to come and pick up a brick? Come and sweep the floor. It's undermining them to come and sweep the floor of the ashram. It's undermining them. It is not my job. I can't do this. Why? We are brought up in the wrong direction. To all those in the world there, I hope people are listening to change 360 degrees, to make Hindu Dharma a greatness, make Hindu Dharma one of the things, the utmost of every person's life. And if we can do that, today, when I entered this Murti of Shiva, COVID-19 is caused by who? That man. Not any individual. The floods here in Durban caused by who? That man, Shiva. Why he's doing it? He's destroying that evil. He's destroying those evil things in the world, and people will continue to die because they haven't chosen Sanatana Dharma. They haven't chosen it. Today, a Christian will tell you, Christ saved me. Will a Hindu save? Narayan saved me? No, he never said that. Narayan saved me. Narayan came to my door. I had a glimpse of Narayan. Mother Lakshmi Mata came to my house and saved me. No, they won't say it. But a Christian, and especially our converts, Jesus came and saved me. We are saved Aren't we saved in Hindu Dharma? Aren't we saved in Narayan Dham? We are saved here. By Guru's grace, we are saved in this place. Let us say that as well. Let us go out in the world and say, we are saved. We have been saved. There was a calling. There was a calling. There was a calling from Narayan, and I came. Which Hindu will go and say that? No. No Hindu. Say, Jai Sri Narayan to everybody. Jai Sri Narayan. Come on. Please, let us go out. Let us say this. A little invitation from my side to the Narayan Dham. After a long, hard work and 13 years has gone by, and because of COVID-19, the difficulties that we went through, the official opening of our mandir has been postponed from 2019 when we received our life-size murtis. There are 16 life-size murtis that we attained, 2 1-meter Shivalings, a 3-meter Shiva. Narayan is 1.5 meters. So if you look at, it's going to be one of its kind in South Africa. We are inviting you. First phase is now completed. Because of COVID, we did not want to delay things further and further. The first phase, we decided to do it in 3 phases. The first phase was opening of the Navagaraha temple, where we installed the 9 planets that affect human beings from time to time. So we have the Navagaraha temple opened officially. Our second phase is starting on the 28th of May, where we are going to install a 3-meter Shiva, the first in the world, where water is going to come out of his head through his body. So, and that water is going to flow from his head onto Mother Ganga into our pond, where we have attained from Hardwar 4,000 liters of Ganga Jal right from the Ganges of Hardwar. And it's going to be poured into this pond of ours, where the necessary rituals, pujas, prayers is going to take place from the 28th of May to the 5th, where we are going to officially open the Ganga Rani of Newcastle. So please, you are all welcome to come and partake or be part of this official opening of our Ganga Rani. And the third phase, as I say, it is only His grace, it is only His power, that very soon the installation of the 17 murtis going to be placed in lotuses in our mandir. Hopefully, we are planning. It is not an easy task. It is not a task that can just be done overnight. But as I say, it is life-size murtis. It is made out of Makrana marble imported from Jaipur. The energy, we could have made the murtis out of concrete, cast marble that we do in South Africa. But because of the learning and the knowledge that we have attained through Sanatana Dharma, we have realized and known that if we get this marble murtis, it holds certain amount of energy, and that energy can be passed to the various people. We don't bless people, God blesses people. Narayan will bless you. So you walk in that mandir, the energy that is saved in that, by the chanting, by the singing, and by the grace of the great gurus that attend that mandir and chant in that place, that purification, that divineness will be passed into the murti, and anyone in difficulties, anyone in problems will be able to be cleansed in that mandir. So we hope very soon. Thanks very, very much once again, Guruji, for allowing us the opportunity to come and be part of your celebration. We thank you very, very much. May God, may Lord Narayan and Mother Lakshmi Mother be with you all. And once again, I must say, I'm amazed. From what I came in 2019 to 2022 today, I'm amazed. I'm shocked. In this short space of time, so much has been done. I know what it takes. I know how much it takes, because we are involved in a temple and we are building the very same way. Funds is not easy. Charity is not easy. Because why? Our Hindus don't want to give. Christian man will give his tithes every month. Muslim will make sure that his mosque is built, and he will convert every person possible to Islam. We Hindus don't want to. Thanks very, very much, Guruji.
Mr. Singh, I saw you congratulated Amita when she said, Jai Sriman Narayan. Vishwadhar, you find all the clips when I attended Christian functions and send it to Mr. Singh, and you'll be shocked on how Jessica, Hemita, they get into a transworld state. Because that's the vibe Christians produce from you. Us Hindus find it very, very difficult even to take their own two hands and make a small noise. In Christianity, there is that unity and vibration. They do everything loud, and it really shakes you. And I was hoping that Amita and Jessica make that same noise. Yeah, the ashram. I even offered Amita to go and get converted because she was in so much of joy. I thought that was the place for her, and she said, no, Guru, I'll stick around. Okay? So I think, Singh Bhai, you opened a door for discussion. You opened a door for discussion in that there is no unity within Sanatan Dharma itself. If you open an institution, others become jealous and envious, Vishwadhar. Jealous and envious. Because they could not achieve what you have achieved, instead of joining you, they want to be different and against you. Different and against you. That big gate on the top, I bought that metal from a Muslim metal supplier. Came down the driveway, condition of the ashram was not too good, and he realized that I was battling to pay him from my own money because he was giving me ideas, but I couldn't afford his ideas, and we went into a discussion. And the discussion was that there was a hotel in Overport, Admiral Hotel, that went for sale in the newspaper. And some of those gentlemen went to mosque that same night, and it went for sale at 20 million rand. So 3 or 4 people before entering namaz discussed it. When they came out, there was a fight amongst these people because the 20 million was already covered by 2 or 3 people, and others were upset that they could not pour the millions in. Show me one Sanatan Dharmi who really wants to pour his millions into an ashram or a temple just for their sake. Show me 2 Sanatan Dharmis who had a fight where one completed the deal on his own. Sanatan Dharma, everyone is waiting for the next person to make a temple so he can go there and benefit. Is that a reality or not? And we need to change that, because it is in our power to change that. We are connecting, and as we are connecting, we are getting bigger and bolder. You heard Mr. Singh's discourse? How different is it from my tone, from my anger, from my militancy? And this is why I said Singh is. All right? Because we rule. Now we need to start ruling again. We have the opportunity to. Jessica Pandey is also kings. All right? And I don't know, but Vishwadhar is the first Hindu Soni. I'm serious. I don't know how it happened, who crooked something where, but he's the first Hindi Soni. He's not those jeweler Sonis, Elena. If you're thinking there's a whole family of jewelers there, and you're going through for diamonds through Vishwadhar, you're not going to get it. They are not that real, bona fide jeweler Sonis. They are Hindu Sonis. You need to find out when you meet his dad and uncle. Ask them how this came into effect. When I met Vishwadhar, I met his surname. I'm still looking for the diamonds. Okay. And coming from Newcastle. Sorry, Elena. Okay. So, we had a great day today. It will be registered in our souls. These things are not for videos, Facebook, social media. This is just, I'm doing this for the demons. I'm on social media for the demons. When I got into social media and I presented the first satsang in the world on social media, my big son told me, "Dad, this is a filthy place. Why are you posting satsang on Facebook?" There was pornography on Facebook when I started satsang on social media. Today, show me one pornography. Not even Google has pornography. So I started satsang and I posted on social media, and I do this live not to become great, but I am shoulder to shoulder with the demons, because the demons are also advertising on social media. Yes or no? Yes. So there is no room for the demons if Sanatan Dharma gets up. And somebody wrote a comment when I expressed my disgust at a preacher that was trying to degrade Sanatan Dharma. They said the giant in Sanatan Dharma is awakening. And we must run with this. We must run with this. Every year I will be in Newcastle for some reason or another. And every year Newcastle will be here on the first Saturday of the month of the Ramanujans. I can't see it changes. And we'll exchange information from this date to that date, how we have risen in Sanatan Dharma. And the first change need to come from our own people, from our devotees, from people that we interact every day. Bring out your Bhagavad Gita. You know what, Mr. Singh? With that same militancy that you express yourself, I've coined a new phrase. I said, if anybody tackles or even thinks of tackling Sanatan Dharma, I will bash their heads with the feathers. I'll bash their heads with the feathers. And that is of the same sentiment. So, take out your armory from your shelves. Take out your armory from that red cloth. Bring your armory, read your armory, the atomic bomb, the neutron bomb, every bomb, every missile that you know is a mantra. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Every bomb that is available in this universe can be created with a mantra, can be neutralized with a mantra. You don't have to go to a bomb factory. You don't have to get mercury. You don't have to do any engineering. You don't have to be a physicist. Just be an ordinary Sanatan Dharmi and learn your mantra at the right frequency. That frequency transfers the energy and converts it into a bomb. But it's a secret in Sanatan Dharma, because imagine if it falls into the wrong hand. So the only time you can get that efficient if you are under self-realization and God-realization. So you won't harm humanity. And Guruji is the only Guru to date, only Guru to date who mastered that mantra, and he could convert anything into anything. Because energy transforms from one form to another, it is never destroyed, never lost. You understand? So if you know the mantra, and if you have mastered the frequency, then you use that frequency to change energy. And Vishwadhar, I'd like to give you the money-making mantra. How you can convert sand into gold and tree into paper to have value. Alright? The winner Vishwadhar won't be next to you. He won't even be in this ashram. If he knows how to mint it, there'll be no more Vishwadhar. He'll be back to Yatim Somi, but not with the I, with the Y, the original. Alright? So I want you to test this, Vishwadhar. I want you to test this, all of you. Alright? Take out your masks and say Om. Start properly, pronounce Om. And close your lips. Do it again. Om. That is the original sound. Original sound. That sound exists in every atom in this creation. And everything else emanates from that sound. Whilst making this sound, did your tongue touch any part of your mouth? Do it again. Did it touch any part of your tongue?
No.
No. It is the original sound. Now when that Om makes your tongue touch any part of your mouth, language starts. What starts? Language starts. Om is found in no language. In no language, because Om comes before language. Om is the primordial, the most scientific sound for changing energies. For changing energies. And creation comes from Om, and creation dissolves into Om. And Om does not belong to any religion. Om does not belong to any religion, and Sanatan Dharma is not a religion. Sanatan Dharma is the science of the universe. There's nothing in this universe that is not Sanatan Dharma, because any language you speak in the language from Sanatan Dharma. Every knowledge, every language, that you speak emanates from Om. Every language emanates from Om. And Sanskrit is one of the languages that originated from Om. Knowledge and language. Knowledge and language has nothing to do with each other. Has absolutely nothing to do with each other. To know, you can be dumb. You can be without a tongue. Yes or no? Tongue and language is synchronized. Tongue and language, not tongue and knowledge. And this is what Mr Singh expressed. These pundits, they come to South Africa in orange garbs. In orange garbs, knowing language. Knowing language would know knowledge. And that is why Sanatan Dharma is in a confused state. Knowing language would know knowledge. Now imagine the chairperson of knowing language would know knowledge, teaching in a temple Hindus a way of life. Are you understanding, my boy? Are you understanding? You don't have to know language to have knowledge. So these people, when you trace them back to India, these pandits that come with the harmonium, you met them? Sachinandan, you met some pandits with some harmoniums. They sing well, they speak well, they can sing the Bhagavad Gita. They can sing the entire Bhagavad Gita backward and forward, even from memory. But they don't know the soul. Bhagavad Gita is here to teach you, you are the soul. They don't even know they are the soul. So I've attended quite a few satsangs, Mr. Singh, where prior to me being there, these so-called pandits were running the entire show. And as a guest guru, when I attended, I saw them leaving through the back door because they were afraid of being exposed. And we need to expose them. We need to know the difference between a pandit and a guru. A pandit and a guru. You understand? So, if somebody says, Vishwadhar, that your guru does not know Sanskrit, can he imply that your guru does not know the Vedas? Do you understand? Knowing the Vedas through Sanskrit is one of the ways of understanding the Vedas, through a language. You can also know the Vedas through Arabic. Can you not know the Vedas through Arabic? Can you not know the Quran through Sanskrit? Yes. Can you not know the Bible through Tamil? Where's the qualification of knowledge? Does a donkey know where to feed itself and where to get its next meal? Yes. A donkey knows through brain. The language of a donkey is through brain. You understand? Vishwadhar, I don't know why, but donkeys just fitting. Okay? So enlighten your family, Vishwadhar. And I said this on many occasions. This is not a Mickey Mouse satsang. And we prove it in every satsang. This is not a Mickey Mouse satsang. And we prove it in every satsang. And they are watching right now. They are watching. So I'm giving them a message that you do not need to know Sanskrit to be a guru. And this is why I took my birth to bust all these myths, Singh Bhai. This is why I took my birth in South Africa. God can give me, God can reveal to me every language, and I can speak every language. But would it give you the imports of the Vedas? Are you understanding? The imports of the Vedas is transcendentally connected. Is transcendentally connected like a computer, like a phone that has to go through a tower to get connection. What language does your phone speak in? You understand? You just have to have data. And the Guru's data is self-realization and God realization. And not only Guru can be self-realized and God realized. Every human has the capacity to be self-realized and God realized. Do you understand? So first, before anyone takes on a Guru, they have to have a qualification. The first qualification is self-realization. After self-realization, the next qualification is God realization. Once you are in this realization, then go take on a Guru. Then go take on a Guru. You don't even know who you are. When a person has lost his memory, what do you call that person? Amnesia. If you are in amnesia, can you criticize anyone? Vishwadhar, if you are in amnesia, you cannot criticize anybody. You must know who you are first. Then you can be relative to the criticism that you are offering. All of you understand? So this ashram is not one of those Mickey Mouse ashrams where we have AGMs and then the ashram run materially. This ashram runs with the spiritual potency. This ashram runs with the spiritual potency. This ashram runs for God. It does not run for human titles. This ashram does God's work, not for human titles. So being the chairperson of a temple, listen, Mr. Singh, I'm happy you opened this door for me. I was wondering how I'm going to come into this. Alright, but you opened the door and I'm just remarking on Mr. Singh. We are Singh with edge, genuine Singhs, real Singhs, bona fide Singhs. Yeah, we can rock a few heads if we need to. Alright? We're not Singhs with the S-I-N-G. We sings with the S-I-N-G-H. Alright? Vishwadhar. Don't change the I into Y. And then start criticizing people, because million fingers will start pointing at you. You understand? And this is a place to dish it out, Singhbhai. We don't want to go in my back room and talk something there. Yeah, in the ashram we talk what we have to talk, because the Guru must not get upset. People must not take the Guru on without any validation. It is a Vedic injunction not to take a Guru on. So if you are highly placed in temple committees and you take a Guru on, are you divine or demonic? Demonic. You understand? Yes or no? What does the Bhagavad Gita say in chapter 16? Those that follow the scriptures are divine. Those that do not follow the scripture are demonic. Who is saying that? Lord Sri Krishna himself. We are just, Mr. Singh and I, we are just repeating what is stated in the scriptures. This is our job. Him as the head of his temple and me as the head of this ashram, I must enlighten you. I must enlighten you truthfully and not behind closed doors. If you want to say something about the Guru, the place is open. Come knock the door, Guru. Are you real Guru, fake Guru? Show me your powers, give me one slap. Let's see if I fall 3 times on my own. Come and check me out. Don't talk behind my back, because I am not talking behind your back. I'm talking so the whole world can hear what I'm saying. I'm a man. I'm a human, I'm a man, and I'm a Guru. Respect the Guru. Bhagavad Gita asks you in chapter 4, verse 34, surrender to a bona fide spiritual master and submit to him. If you're a Hindu, that is rule number 1. Yes or no, Bhai? Yes. Yeah. So this is how deep we can get when we want to, and it is unfortunate, Vishwadhar, that it's your birthday, but maybe this is your present to your family. I don't think you can give them a better present as being the chairperson of Sanatan, of Sri Narayan Dham. Your family should be ecstatic that you are the chairperson of an institution that has started a worldwide revolution. How proud your family was supposed to be. Mr. Singh? Yes. That Vishwadhar Ramanuj is the chairperson. He speaks to Swamis from around the world, first hand. He gets a chance to converse to people that I don't even speak to in his position. Shouldn't you should be thankful and grateful to the Lord that my son, my nephew, is holding such an esteemed position in Sanatan Dharma. So maybe this is a birthday present from him to them. Because if you're not recognizing your own son's title and achievement, or your own nephew's title and achievement, then how can you call yourself a Sanatan Dharmi and run a temple on yourself? You understand? Very complicated, but we want to discuss this. Remember, the discussion did not come from me, it came from them. I'm just responding. Jai Shri Narayan.